Alrighty, welcome back. Another day, another draft. Today's episode looks like we had the 10th pick today. Um, Definitely excited about that because, the first episode we had the 6th pick, second episode we had the 7th pick. And actually, believe it or not, yesterday I did another draft, which was going to be the third episode, but I was having all sorts of mic problems. So that episode's never going to come out. So this will be the true third episode. If you guys want to see the team I drafted, here it is. If you want to pause the video and scroll through this. Not awful, not great. Definitely got some good backs, some meh receivers. I like Abuka. I like my quarterbacks in Herbert and Goff. But here we are today. Gibbs and Bijan off the board, as is Chase. Raja. We drafted with Raja before. I feel like in the last episode, we might have drafted with Raja. He's taking his sweet time. I'm kind of curious who will fall to me here. I think I would prefer to draft in the back end. I want the people at the front end to kind of make the decision for me. If that makes sense. Like, see who kind of falls to me so I can get, good value that way. And I also like having, two back-to-back picks, early picks here. Boom, boom, 10, 15 right here. But then you gotta wait, It's obviously a snake draft. You gotta wait to all the way come around here to the 34th pick. So, has some pros and some cons drafting this late. JSN goes at number 5. This is pretty standard so far. CMC goes. I assume Amon-Ra is going to go here at 7. Yep. I mean, I'm thinking one of these backs. I'm thinking either a Genty or a Cook. Or a CD Lamb. I mean, if a Jonathan Taylor falls to me, I'll definitely consider Jonathan Taylor. We'll just see. Jonathan Taylor goes. Hmm. Genty or James Cook? We'll go James Cook. James Cook seems like to be a big riser in these fantasy drafts. I think he's just in such a good offense. He gets guaranteed touches, not only as a running back, but also as a receiver. Scores a shitload of touchdowns every year. Genty goes, Walker goes at the start of the second. Barkley goes. Ooh, they both have the same bye. Let's go. I would go Hampton, but they have that same bye week. I don't know if I should pay attention to that really. Let's just double up on back. Fuck it. Week 7's gonna be rough with the in the running back position for us, but we're not playing for week 7. We're playing for week 15, week 16, week 17. I assume maybe I took this guy's pick right here. He's taking his sweet time. It could be on auto draft, I guess. He takes Brown. I was considering Brown there. I think we pick up 2 receivers on the way back. Maybe a McConkey and a Buka. I don't think Rice would get that far. He could, though. Maybe a Flowers, a Higgins, a Neighbors. We definitely have options here at the end of the third, early fourth. Bowers goes pretty early. Achan goes right there with the McCaffrey team. I assume that's a pretty popular Wombo combo. That's what we did in the first episode, McCaffrey, Achan. Boom, boom, right off the bat. I feel like just this year with the the running backs being so top heavy, it's hard not to take two, star backs right off the get go. London goes. You can never go wrong with the strategy of two elite wide receivers as well. This team just got to bang back down the board. Raja goes Derrick Henry. Rice goes here in the second. Olave goes. Man, you gotta wait so long. So long. I mean, Josh Allen's in play again. Josh Allen's in play for me. Paired with James Cook, I mean, I would just be punting on receivers pretty heavily at that point, though. Do I really want to do that? Just like I did in the first draft? I don't know. Pickens goes. Yeah, this team here at number 3 is they're just banging receiver. Boom, boom, boom. See what this Ryan guy does. I think Josh Allen's completely on the table if he gets to me. Brees Hall goes. T. Higgins goes. I mean, it could be a situation we go Allen, elite receiver DJ Moore. We just get the Wombo combo in Buffalo. I feel like just betting on the Buffalo Bills is a safe bet. They're going to perform. Devontae Smith goes. Oh, and Josh Allen goes. I think we go Abuka. Unless he gets picked right here. Don't do it to me. Don't you do it to me. Abuka goes. I think we get McConkey. I think we get McConkey. We go for the Herbert stack. Litter down the board, maybe around 7. We'll see how the quarterbacks fall. We may have to reach around 6, but I don't know if that would be worth it or not. Flowers goes. It could be Loveland territory for us. It could be one of these two elite backs. It could be Neighbors. Garrett Wilson. Great player, terrible team. It's hard to be excited about Garrett Wilson. Loveland goes. There goes one of my first choices with Loveland. Luther Burden goes. Travis Etienne goes. Is Neighbors really the play? I think we go big or we go home. We go Malik Neighbors. I know he could be injured for the first few weeks, but high upside with Malik Neighbors. Gonna take a sip of water. Wilson goes. Williams goes. I was considering Williams. We would be set at running back with Cook, Hampton, Williams if I did that, but I don't want to run too far behind on receiver. Receiver is definitely I would say, the most important position in these best ball drafts. I know there's a scarcity for running backs, but you can't overlook receiver. DJ Moore goes. It's crazy, kind of crazy to see Scadaboo, go in the fourth round next to these names ahead of Josh Jacobs. I guess Scadaboo was really impressive there for a stretch before he got injured. McLaurin goes, Montgomery goes, Waddle goes. Maybe seems a little early for Montgomery. Oh, the fourth round? I don't know about that. I don't know about that. Let's see what team I like the best here so far. Yeah, this first team. They got the two vet wide receivers, the three-headed monster at back. That's a good squad. Swift goes there. Pick 50. And my mic died again. I don't know what this issue is with this fucking mic. We got Tootin going at 52. Hopefully this mic issue doesn't continue, or I'm gonna have to. Maybe once we get down to 9th, 10th, 11th, then I'll cut it and then we'll go to the end. Make this maybe a shorter video. McMillan goes round 5. I feel like it's a pretty far drop for McMillan. Usually see him, maybe going in the 4th. Definitely ahead of Moore and McLaurin, Waddle. I think a Dunze's in play here. Henderson, Christian Watson. A Dunze goes. Fuck me, never mind. Henderson goes. This could be Christian Watson territory. Never mind, he goes. Me on the clock. I can get Lamar. I could get Judkins. I think we get Judkins. I think we get another back to complement our two backs here we drafted earlier. We'll get a receiver here in the 6th. In the 7th, we'll get Herbert. That's the plan. Marv goes. I would love to get Tate here. Yes. Carnell Tate, welcome to the squad. I'm liking how this is going. No hesitation on Tate there. We do see a little run on quarterbacks here. Lamar, Williams, May. Will Herbert get back to me? There's still going to be Burrow. Still going to be Jalen Hurts. Still going to be Trevor Lawrence. Prescott's ADP is, I guess, higher. Pardon me, higher than Herbert's. Jane Daniels, can't forget about Jane Daniels. I think Herbert could get to me. I think we go Herbert. Maybe even Jackson Dart right off. 2 back-to-back picks. Where's Jackson Dart in terms of ADP? He's kind of way down here. We could pick Herbert and wait. We don't necessarily need the stack with Neighbors, but it wouldn't hurt. What's Ryan gonna do here? He goes Brian Thomas Jr. Just loading up on receiver. It's a good call. Raja, my guy. He needs another back. And he does go another back. He goes Jadarian Price. Jordan Tyson goes. Daniels goes. I think Herbert will get back to me. Pick 82 for Herbert. That seems like a fair price. Stafford goes. He's going for the stack. He wanted to solidify the stack because he knows he's waiting a long ass time. I feel like I feel like Stafford would get back to 96 for him though. He might have he might have pulled the trigger too heavily on that. Hurts goes. Here's the run on quarterbacks. This is getting scary. This is getting scary. I mean, what other options we have here? Yeah, these running backs, I'm not really. Tucker Craft still available. This could be Tucker Craft range. Quentin Johnson just went. Michael Wilson, Makai Lemon. I think we're locked and load Herbert if he gets back to me here. I think we're locked and loaded with Herbie. This round guys make me nervous. Warren goes there at 77. Any of these guys have Chargers players? No. I mean, this guy hasn't drafted a quarterback yet. He could be in contention for a QB. Lawrence goes. That's not a good sign. Not a good sign. If this guy doesn't draft Herbert, I think we're in the clear. Tucker Craft goes. Okay, I think we're in the clear. Cortland Sutton goes. Ramondre goes. Locking Herbert. We might be able to get Herbert on the way back. I don't want to risk it though. We'll just get our guy. Let's just get our guy. And not even have to worry about it. Now we got a bang receiver. Metcalf, good option. Alec Pierce, good option. Chris Godwin. Michael Wilson. I'm probably higher on Alec Pierce than I am Metcalf, if I'm being quite frank with you. Jaden Reed goes, yeah. Let Alec Pierce fall to me here. Let it happen. Boom. Didn't even think twice. Loading up on receiver now. McConkey, Neighbors, Tate, Pierce. At receiver. Cook, Hampton, Judkins, running back. How we doing so far? I think we're doing pretty solid. Man, another team just loading up on Bears players. Loveland, Burden, Williams. Everyone's high on the Bears this year. I could see why, though. I could see why. I mean, I guess I did the same thing with Hampton, McConkey, Herbert. Man, Isaiah Likely going here? Where is his ADP? I don't even know. There's no way he's this high unless I'm off my rocker. Jackson Dart goes. There goes that idea. I think like maybe a Cam Ward. Cam Ward's a decent shout for me at quarterback later down the board. I'm thinking here at 106 we snag our first tight end or we get another receiver. It's got to keep loading up on the receivers. I mean, Pearsall. I think Pearsall's in play for me if he could somehow find his way back to me. Well, that might be a pipe dream, but we'll see. Goff goes there at the turn. Godwin goes. Seems a little late for Godwin in the ninth round. Yeah, I kind of like what this team's doing here. Chase, Rice, Pickens. I mean, just three studs at receiver. And then the high upsides with Tyson, Lemon, those rookies. You know, their backs aren't great. Montgomery, Bucky, Pollard. Nothing to write home about, but I like the receiver room. Pittman goes there at pick 100. I kind of like a lot of teams here in this draft. Everyone's drafting fairly appropriately, I feel like. Nothing too wacky going on. Yeah, Pearsall's the number one receiver. Will it get to me? I feel like this team could use a receiver. They only have drafted 3 so far. Uh, Fannon's in play here. I'm thinking Pearsall. I mean, Purdy's got to throw to someone. I mean, Kittle's hurt. Pearsall was a first round selection. He was hurt last year, but expected to be healthy this year. I think this is a Pearsall pick. Kenneth Gainwell goes. Pearsall, welcome to the team. We could get Fannin on the way back. These two teams already drafted tight end. If we get Fannin on the way back, that'll be a huge W. Love goes. Golden goes. Golden's another guy I would like to get, but Tyler Shuck goes. That's also my guy. We're going to get our first tight end and go Fannin. Cleveland's ass, but Fannin's definitely a bright spot of that team. I don't think you can go wrong with drafting Harold Fannin Jr. in the 10th round. Get our first tight end locked and loaded. Let's take a look here at our team. Cook, Hampton, Judkins is our 3 backs. McConkey, Neighbors, Tate, Pierce, Pearsall is our receivers. Fan is our tight end. Herbert is our QB1. We're definitely going to have to go 3 QBs, I think, though. Herbert is not elite enough in terms of fantasy production to only draft 2 quarterbacks. We gotta go Cam Ward, maybe into Darnold. Or like, Bryce Young or Jacoby Brissett or just someone. We got a long way to go here. We'll see how the board falls. Coker goes at 115. And we do need more backs. Dobbins, Rashad White, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt. I mean, if Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt got back to me, I would 100% draft him. But I don't know about that. I don't think that'll happen. I'm starting to like our wide receiver core a little better. It all just kind of hinges on Neighbors coming back healthy. I mean, if Neighbors comes back healthy, I mean, he could easily be a top receiver up with these names. I mean, he was his rookie year. I mean, he was up there. Dobbins goes, Ferguson goes, Goddard goes. Here's the run on tight ends. Rashad White goes. I mean, Bill's the number one back here. There's still some good options, Keaton Mitchell, Pacheco, Chris Rodriguez, Woody Marks, Spears, Algier, Kamara. I mean, there's some good options for me if Bill doesn't get to me. But he might. I'm only a few picks away here. Mayfield goes. And this Ryan guy likes to take his time. I don't know, Mike died again, but I'm back. I would say maybe after the 13th round, we'll cut to the end. Make this a little bit of a shorter video today. We've already gotten through most of the meat and potatoes of the draft, all the important names. Once we get down here, it'll be, bench players, players we're not too excited about. And I mean, Ja'Cory Krosky-Merritt could get to me. Nope, he goes right here. He goes right here. That's the guy I wanted. With Tyrone Tracy, Chris Rodriguez, Keaton Mitchell, Romeo Dobbs is here. I think we just get Dobbs. I think we just, yeah. We just get Dobbs. We get our sixth receiver. We just solidify our wide receiver core. And we get a back on the way back around. We're pretty light on running back in terms of number, but quality, great quality. I mean, many of you might forget, but Judkins was elite in a stretch there last season. Elite. Who is this guy? Jolly? Holy shit. We're drafting Jolly. No idea who that is. No frickin' idea. Kelsey goes. Andrews is here. We do need another quarterback. Do we completely punt on quarterback? Keaton Mitchell goes. Kelsey's here. Andrews is here. We can punt on tight end a little bit. I think we get Cam Ward. I don't think Cam Ward will get back to us. I don't think Cam Ward's getting back to us. Let's just solidify Cam Ward, get our second quarterback, get the stack with Tate, and what should be a much improved offense. Again, our running back room is a little light with only getting 3 here through the first 12 rounds, but you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. It's how the board has fallen for us. Yeah, see, there you go. Daniel Jones goes. Angle's a good call, getting our QB. It was a good call. Hey, I'm a little worried about Cook and Hampton both having the same bye week. That is a little concerning. I mean, that's going to be 1 week where Judkins is really going to have to, go off for us. And hopefully, whatever backs we draft here down the board, hopefully they get us some points. Even if it's just like 5 points, 6 points, 7 points. I would be happy with that. We would take that. Yeah, I'm thinking we're in Woody Marks range, Tajay Spears range, Tyler Algier range. I mean, if Pacheco gets back to us, I mean, that'll be huge. But I doubt it. McMillan goes at 143 there. Gadsden goes. The Chargers signing Njoku and Kohler, I think it's to pronounce his name, from the Ravens. It's so frustrating because they have Gadsden, who was incredible last season, really flashed for them. And now they just insert two other tight ends into the mix. So it's like you don't know what you're going to get from this guy. He could be elite, or he could be a bust. Robinson goes, Strange goes. Chris Rodriguez goes. I mean, yeah, Pacheco, Woody Marks. We could go back to back right here. 154, 159, just two backups. We'll snag a couple tight ends down the board. I think Fannon's pretty elite, so I'm comfortable having him as our tight end one. Bryce Young goes. This team only has Kyler Murray and Bryce Young. It's pretty sketchy there at quarterback. Pretty sketchy. I mean, he's got the stack with McMillan and Hubbard. That's pretty solid. Algier does go. Naylor goes. I'm thinking we just get one of these backs here. I think we just get, if we can get Pacheco, I think we get Pacheco. It's a better offense. He could see goal line usage. Even though I think Gibbs is good at the goal line as well. Don't take him from me here. Takes Alvin Kamara. Yeah, we'll gladly take Pacheco here. Maybe get Woody Marks on the way back. What other tight ends we have? Jawan Johnson, my guy. Yeah, I think we take Marks or Spears. Whichever one gets to us, we'll gladly take. Stroud goes there, 155. Rodgers goes at 156. Man, these teams only have three backs. They're gonna have to play catch up on a running back as well. This team is they've already taken three quarterbacks. It's like when you take Lamar, why are you taking three backs? Or three quarterbacks rather. And when you take Lamar, you're betting on Lamar Jackson to not get injured and to excel. There's no reason to be taking three quarterbacks. You only take two, I think, in that scenario. If you draft a quarterback, I think anywhere fifth and up, maybe even sixth and up, you just gotta take the two quarterbacks. And you gotta load with it. Marks goes, so we'll take Spears. We'll take Spears. I'm happy with that. And I kind of didn't even realize this, but we drafted Cam Ward. The Wombo combo stack. We got Tate, Ward, Spears. Boom, boom, boom. I'm liking this. I'm liking this team so far. Not the best, but a lot of potential. We'll go ahead and cut it right here, and we'll do a roundup at the end. All right, draft finish up, and let's review my team here. So I have Justin Herbert as our quarterback, James Cook, Amarian Hampton, Quinshawn Junkins as our three running backs. We got McConkboy, Neighbors, Tate as our wide receiver trio, Harold Fan as our tight end, and then on our bench we have Alec Pierce, Ricky Pearsall, Romeo Dobbs, Cam Ward, Isaiah Pacheco, Tajay Spears, Jacoby Brissett, which I did decide to draft a third quarterback. I don't really know if I needed to. I had Herbert, I had Ward, but I drafted Brissett just in case. Gunnar Helm, Emmett Johnson, David Njoku, Darnell Mooney, and Troy Franklin to round it out. So I feel like I did pretty good. Having maybe, not the best receiving core to start off with, especially considering if Malik Neighbors might miss some time. I really banged receiver down the board. I got Pierce. I got Pearsall. I got Dobbs. I got Mooney. He's with the Giants now, so obviously if Neighbors is hurt, they got to throw the ball to someone. And I got Troy Franklin as well to round out the receiving core. A couple really interesting stacks going on here. Big bets on the Chargers and the Titans. We get the Herbert, Hampton, McConkey, and where is he at? Njoku, wherever he is. Here he is. Njoku stack. And then obviously, for the Titans, we have Cam Ward, we got Cardell Tate, we got Tajay Spears, and we have Gunnar Helm. So 4 players from the Chargers, 4 players from the Titans. I don't really think I'd ever do that in a best ball draft, but here we are. But yeah, here's the team. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. What picks I did well on, which picks were fucking shit. Let me know. And that'll do it for this one. We'll see you guys in the next one.